All right, welcome back here to the Maverick Center. And Mark, I'm going to let you give the starters from Ben Lomond.
We've got Corbin Medina, 6-foot senior guard. Ben Mendoza, 6'2", sophomore forward. Brendan Morris, he's their all-star, 6'5" forward senior. Cadence Rentmeister, 6'3", junior forward. And Jaden Yates, is 5'11", junior guard.
And now their starting lineup for Richfield, wearing number 4, a junior. Number 4, Jensen Magleby. Wearing number 5, a senior, Tanner Jensen. Wearing number 12, a junior, Matt Griffin. Wearing number 20, a senior, Ryder Ripstein. And wearing number 21, a senior, Brandon Willardson. Of course, Brandon and Ryder, 3-year starters for Richfield, and Tanner, a 2-year starter. And now the coaches from Richfield High School, Rand James, assisted by Curtis Wynn, Brett Rollins, Chris Abeglin. The principal of Richfield High School, Mr. Brent Gubler, and Principal Gubler's right off to the left of us. And then the athletic director, none other than Rich Barton. And now both teams making their way out on the court here. Ben Lomond and Richfield set to tip off 3A quarterfinal action here.
Pretty exciting morning. Fans are yelling loud behind us. Going to be a fun game.
And for Ben Lomond, it's the big guy, Brendan Morris. For Richfield, it's Willardson, Brandon Willardson at the tip-off. Crowds right behind Mark and I. And the 3A quarterfinal action's underway, and the basketball belongs to Richfield. Hope you're enjoying it on Centricom Channel 10 live this morning and live stream throughout the state of Utah. Underneath to Brandon Willardson, spins his shots up and off the rim, no good. A fight for it, brought down by Matt Griffin. He goes up with a shot, and Matt Griffin is fouled. He'll go to the foul line to shoot 2. Richfield had 2 good looks at the basket there, Mark.
They did. Ben Lomond came out in man-to-man defense. That's probably what we'll see from them this morning.
And the tricky part's to find out who the foul's on.
Yeah, that's true.
Matt Griffin's foul shot's up and no good.
Matt's really been playing well for the Wildcats the last few weeks.
Yeah, and his foul shooting's been really good. He was 14 out of 14 at North Sanpete. I think he ended up 15 out of 16. And he does miss the first 2 foul shots, and the rebound down to Ben Lomond. So the Fighting Scots with the basketball against this Wildcat man-to-man defense. Yates goes on the left side. Up, they go to the foul line to Medina. Underneath a reverse wild shot. It looked like it was going to go. A late whistle, and I think we have a foul. And I got a wrong number for Ben Lomond down here. I got to pick that up. It was out of bounds. In for Ben Lomond. In the corner, 3-point shots up off the rim. No good. The rebound down to Ryder Ripstein of Richfield.
It's interesting, Rick. You've got Magleby guarding Morris, 6'5" Morris. Coach James has decided to go with his defensive.
And it's a turnover out of bounds, Richfield. So Mendoza, who's 33? That's got to be Mendoza.
Mendoza's 25 on here.
Well, they don't have a 25 out there.
Yeah, that's got to be him, 33.
So Richfield on defense here. No score in the ball game and a turnover. Both teams nervous here early as Ben Lomond throws it away, trying to go down on the low block. 7:06 to go here. And Richfield in the first period. Richfield with the basketball, no score. Tanner Jensen, top of the arch. Goes to Matt Griffin on the right side. To Jensen Magleby, dribbles down the left side of the lane. Now gets it back to Willardson. He's open, 3-point shot. Off the rim, a long rebound. Comes down to Mendoza. He slid along the court and does save it for Ben Lomond. Now, Yates for the Fighting Scots on the left side. Goes across court open, looking down the barrel. 3-point shots up and no good by Mendoza. And the rebound down to Tanner Jensen of Richfield. Go ahead.
Both teams just a little jittery right now. First game of the morning.
No question. 9:30 start. You're never sure what you're going to get. Now Jensen gives it to Magleby. Back over to Tanner Jensen to Willardson. Dribbles along the baseline. Gets it back over to Tanner Jensen to Willardson. Open on the left baseline. 10 feet out. Over the rim. No good. Ryder Ripstein with the rebound for the Cats. Quickly to Matt Griffin on the right baseline. And both teams have had good looks, could not get them to go yet.
I like the way Richfield's going for the offensive boards. They've had several already.
Jensen Magleby on the left arch to Ryder Ripstein on the left side of the foul line. Back over to Tanner Jensen. His shot just inside the three-point line, and the Cats take the lead 2-0.
Nice jump shot right there at the top of the key by Jensen.
So Ben Lomond with the basketball here. Jaden Yates on the right arch. Little hesitation, his runner's up, and they call an offensive foul.
And that's Matt Griffin for you right there, stepping in, taking the charge. Good defensive play.
Yates was determined to go. The ball went in, but and immediately Ben Lomond brings a new player into the ball game.
Number 12.
And who do you have that as?
I show him as Wilson. No, as Vasquez.
And we'll get his full name here. What's his full name?
Looks like it's Rigo Vasquez.
Okay, thank you. Matt Griffin on the right baseline over to Brandon. Three-point shot by Willardson. It's up and good, and the Cats are up 5-0.
Nice pass out to Willardson. Had time to set his feet and hit that jump shot.
Ben Lomond on the right arch. They get it to their big guy. That's Morris. Morris wants to shoot. He's on the right side of the foul line, being guarded by Jensen Magleby. Much taller than Magleby now. Crossover by Medina through the lane. His runner's off the glass. No good. And Willardson comes down the rebound for Richfield. Quickly to Tanner Jensen. Jensen through the lane. His runner's up, and there'll be a blocking foul called on Ben Lomond. And Richfield, I think, will shoot two. Richfield's shooting two. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
The health care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live, and you can rest assured that Sevier Valley Medical Center provides our communities with the same high-quality care and advanced technology services you'd receive if you drove to the city. From full-time specialty services such as ENT, orthopedics, podiatry, and internal medicine to a wide range of outpatient services, including imaging, respiratory therapy, and dialysis. High-quality health care with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sevier Valley Medical Center, healing for life.
And Tanner Jensen makes both foul shots, and he has 4 of Richfield's 7 points. 7-0. Richfield with a 7-point lead here to start this ball game. 4:19 to go in the first period. Ben Lomond with the ball. This game brought to you in part by DP Curtis Trucking, supporting the Wildcats. Dent Curtis and his staff. And Scotts will get it back out to Corbin Medina. Medina plants, goes underneath, and a spin move, left-handed shot's up and good. A nice move by a new players in the ball game.
That was a nice screen and roll, a high pick there, and they were able to get it to him. That is 22.
And that was Delang Puck. So Delang Puck off the bench gets the first points for Ben Lomond, and Richfield up 7-2 with the basketball. That score update brought to you by Zions Bank. I want to thank Doug Balch, my boss, letting me come and do this. Terrific boss. Now, Jensen Magleby dribbles his way in the lane, and as he passes, goes out of bounds. I believe it's off Ben Lomond. It's going to be in for Richfield, right underneath their own basket. Let's do a time check. Mason Machinery time check. 3:24 to go in the first period. Eric Mason and his staff. Gets it to Willardson along the baseline. Willardson gets it out, almost thrown away, but saved by Jensen Magleby. Back underneath to Ryder Ripstein, and he hooks it up and in! Ryder Ripstein.
Great bounce pass there from Magleby on the baseline. Ripstein's been shooting the ball really well the last few games. Get down in the post.
9-2, Richfield with a 7-point lead, and Ben Lomond with the basketball. This defense has really bothered him. Now along the baseline, the floater's up and no good by Morris, and the rebound down to Richfield. Quickly, Willardson over to Matt Griffin. Griffin goes up, and he lays it up. Oh, he missed it. He had a good look. There was a defender there, and the rebound down to Ben Lomond. And they'll call holding foul on Richfield. You can't use your hand checks, a real emphasis this year. And that's on Ryder Ripstein. We'll have to try and hear him. They don't post it, so it's very difficult to know who the fouls are on. And now Ben Lomond with the ball. Corbin Medina, left-handed shots, no good through the lane. Brandon Willardson with a rebound for Richfield. So Richfield up 9-2. And they have the basketball. 2:27 to go in the first period. Quarterfinal action here, 3A state tournament at the Maverick Center. Hope you're enjoying high school basketball action.
Looks like Ben Lomond's gone to a zone, Rick, kind of a 3-2 look.
And now Richfield throws it away. A nice play by Morris. He stole it away and he was going out of bounds. He threw it off Willardson. And immediately Jackson Hunt, a junior, will come into the ball game for Richfield. And so 9-2, Richfield with the lead. Ben Lomond with the basketball. Medina through the lane, goes up and high over Willardson. It won't go, and Ryder Ripstein with the rebound. He really got a nice shot well over Willardson. And you can see he's trying to get this team going. Go ahead.
Last couple times down the floor, Ben Lomond's gotten the ball right to the hoop. Those layups just haven't fallen for him.
And it's the angle. They've been tough angles against tough players. Now Hunt will back it out for Richfield. Goes over to Tanner Jensen to Willardson on the left side. Over to Jensen Magleby in the right baseline. Trying to go underneath. Does give it to Ryder. Ryder spins and he puts it in. About a 7-foot hook shot.
Another great, same spot he shot it before. Another great entry pass and a good turnaround hook.
And Richfield couldn't ask for a better start. Still lots of game left, but 11-2 the Cats. Timeout on the court. We'll be back.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
And Richfield, just with a terrific start here. We want to thank our pregame sponsor, Snow College, for the pregame show. Of course, Snow College, they're one of the nation's finest transfer institutions in the nation. They offer quality education campuses in Ephraim and Richfield. And, of course, appreciate all their sponsorship. And it's 11-2, Richfield with the lead. 1:16 to go in the first period. Mendoza throws it through the court, and it's tipped away as he tried to go through the lane, out of bounds off Richfield. This man-to-man defense, Ben Lomond's really having trouble figuring out this defense.
Yeah, they are, and especially Morris, number 23. Like I said, Magleby's on him a foot shorter, but he's having a hard time.
And Morris loses it out of bounds. He wanted to dribble along the baseline. He's licking his chops. You can see. He says, I got this small guy guarding me, but he has not got into this game. Again, he has 58 three-pointers here on the season.
Magleby's been right up in his chest every time.
And that compares to Willardson's 36 three-pointers. Willardson with it, top of the arch. Jackson Hunt, he's open. Three-point shot off the side of the rim, no good. Jensen Magleby, the rebound for Richfield. Quickly, cross court, Tanner Jensen, his three-point shot. Up and good! And Tanner Jensen with 7 points now.
Keyed by another offensive rebound for the Cats.
Richfield up 12-0. 12 points, 14-2, and now a foul on Richfield. When I say 12, Richfield started this game on a 7-0 run, and now Jackson Thalman will check in for Ryder Ripstein, who picks up his second foul.
Those offensive rebounds are key, Rick, especially for a team like Richfield. You can always get a good look at a wide-open three, usually off an offensive rebound, and that's what happened right there.
And I didn't see they ruled out a shooting foul. And so at the foul line shooting, Mendoza. And he does make the foul shot. It's 14-3, Richfield with the lead. And Mendoza's second foul shot's also good. Boy, that was pretty.
Good looking free throws.
Yeah, he made that look easy. Richfield with the basketball and a 10-point lead.
Ben Lomond still in that kind of 3-2 zone. Richfield's waiting for the last shot right now.
And today's game is brought to you in part by Sevier Valley Hospital. What a gorgeous facility. And if you haven't been in it, Gary Beck and the crew, just a great asset to Sevier County. Tanner Jensen with the basketball for Richfield to Willardson. 4 seconds to go. Down to Hunt. Hunt gets it to Willardson. Willardson shots up, but it won't go, and that's the end of the first period. It was a good one if you're a Wildcat fan. It's Richfield 14, Ben Lomond 4. We'll be back with the start of the second period.
Often the air inside your home is actually dirtier than the air outside. That's because your air ducts are full of dust, allergens, molds, mites, and sometimes even rodents. These allergens are constantly recirculated throughout your home. Riverstone contractors can clean the air ducts, making your system run at least 10% more efficient and often clearing the air. Riverstone contractors can also conduct a CO test on the heating system, making sure it's safe for use this winter. Riverstone Contractors, 896-6264. Andy's Market in Monroe strives to provide their customers with the convenience of one-stop shopping. Not only do they have great prices and selection on all grocery items, but they also feature a bookstore, bakery, and grill. And now Andy's Market has added a pharmacy. There is no longer a need to travel for over-the-counter or prescription medications. Just stop by Aspen Ridge Pharmacy, now open inside Andy's Market. So much more than a grocery store, and now including a pharmacy.
And one quarter's in the books of the 3A quarterfinal game. It's Richfield 14, Ben Lomond 4, and the Fighting Scots will have the basketball as we start the second quarter action here, Mark.
Looks like Jackson Thalman has checked into the game, stays in for the beginning of the second quarter as well.
Yeah, he came in for Ryder, who has 2 fouls. And Ben Lomond with the basketball. Richfield jumped on him 7-0. Now Morris along the baseline. Well, he dribbles on the left side of the lane. He's bumped. And a foul on Jensen Magleby.
Magleby doing his best just to try to keep him out of the lane there. Kind of hip checked him a little bit.
Oh, they were very generous. They gave him a 2-shot foul on that. It's been a well-called game. And their leading scorer trying to get his first points of the morning, and he does. So Ben Lomond on a 3-0 run when Richfield led 14-2. Now Ben Lomond has scored the last 3 points. And Brendan Morris of Ben Lomond at the foul line. And he drills both of them. So Ben Lomond 4 for 4 from the foul line.
Yeah, they've been steady from the free throw line.
Richfield is 2 out of 4 from the foul line. And the Wildcats have the basketball. Tanner Jensen in the backcourt. Crosses into forecourt. Goes over on the right side to Jensen Magleby. Cross court to Jackson Hunt to Tanner Jensen. Tanner will back it back out. Gets it to Thalman. Back over to Tanner Jensen on the left arch.
Cats being patient, trying to find the openings in this zone.
Over to Jackson Hunt. Thought about a 3-point shot. He on the left side, back to Jensen Magleby. Just inside the 3-point line, hard off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Jensen Magleby, and they'll call traveling on Jensen Magleby.
Nice hustle there going for another offensive rebound.
So it's going to be Ben Lomond basketball. They're on a 4-0 run right now. And this game is brought to you in part by Centricom Channel 10. You can watch it live. Now Ben Lomond with it, top of the arch. And it's Vasquez with it. They'll get it back out to Ben Mendoza. Mendoza back to Vasquez on the left side. Ben guarding this man-to-man defense.
Ben Lomond trying to do a little weave at the top, trying to get some action going towards the basket.
Ben Lomond on a 4-0 run. Vasquez in the lane. Still in the lane over on the right side. He's open. Mendoza shot is up and no good. And the rebound down to Jackson Hunt of Richfield. Quickly to Willardson on the left side. Dribbles down the baseline. Cross court, and it's taken away. The pass through the center lane, and Vasquez takes it away. So Ben Lomond on a, when it was 14-2, it's 14-6, and they have the basketball. Morris on the baseline, his jumper's up, no good. The rebound comes down to, it's going to be in for Ben Lomond.
Morris got a little bit of room there to get that shot off. Wasn't able to connect though.
And Jensen Magleby, a terrific job on Morris so far, but you can't expect that he won't score. Now underneath, reverse shot is up and good. And a foul as Jaden Yates puts it in on the reverse. It counts, and he'll go to the foul line. Ben Lomond on a 6-0 run right now, and it's 14-8.
Ben Lomond showing that they're not going to go away that easily. They're fighting hard right now.
And Yates makes the foul shot. So Ben Lomond, it was 14-2. They have scored 7 unanswered. And we're 2 minutes deep here in the second period. Cats still up by 5. This game is brought to you in part by Jones in the Mill Engineering. They can do all your engineering needs. I know them well. They do a great job.
Impressive free throw shooting by Ben Lomond. 5 for 5 right now.
Jensen Magleby on the left arch. Goes to Tanner Jensen. Jensen goes underneath to Willardson. No, to Thalman. Thalman spins. His shot's up and blocked. And brought down by Morris of Ben Lomond. So Mendoza dribbles down the baseline and it goes off his foot out of bounds. He'll be in for Richfield. And Matt Griffith will re-enter the ball game. He'll come in for Jackson Hunt.
Ben Lomond started the game playing man-to-man. They switched to a 3-2 zone, and they're pretty tight with it. Richfield kind of having a hard time getting a good shot right now.
Yeah, Ben Lomond on a 7-0 run. And the score is 14-9. That score update is brought to you by Riverstone Contractors. And Pete, Pete will do a great job for you. Riverstone Contractors. That's Pete Harward. And Tanner Jensen on the right side. Over to Willardson on the left arch. Back to Matt Griffin, looking down the barrel. On the right baseline to Jensen Magleby. Pump fakes, dribbles in. As he does, he's bumped. He loses it, but Tanner Jensen picks it up. To Matt Griffin. Back to Willardson. Willardson trying to go cross court. Does. Tanner Jensen's open, and he's good. Tanner Jensen with a 3-point shot. He's made 2 of them. He has 10 of Richfield's 17 points, and Richfield back to an 8-point lead. That stops an 8-0 run.
Good patience by the Cats, moving the ball around, trying to penetrate, then kicking it out and open Tanner Jensen.
Now Morris bumps, puts a shot up. It won't go. The long rebound is going to be out of bounds off of Richfield, so it's going to be in for Ben Lomond.
Mag will be making Morris work for every shot he gets.
And Scots get it into Jaden Yates on the left side to Corden Medina. To Morris. Morris is through the lane, and a nice shot by Brendan Morris, their leading scorer, and he banks it in. That's 4 points for him in the first half, 17-11. Richfield with the lead. Game is brought to you in part by Andy's Market. Of course, they sponsor a player of the game, so much more in a grocery store.
Morris just showed you what he's capable of. Just had a little bit of room there on the baseline, was able to drive in and finish.
And his own defense to Tanner Jensen. Back to Willardson. 3-point shot. Down the barrel. It's up. No good. Long rebound comes out to Ben Lomond. And that was Mendoza with the rebound. He gets it over to Medina. And a long 3-point shot by Morris is up and no good. And Matt Griffith, no, it's Willardson with the rebound for Richfield. 3:42 to go here in the first half. First quarterfinal of the day, 3A boys basketball here in West Valley at the Maverick Center. Mark Peterson, Rick Robinson, hope you're enjoying the action here.
Cats working a little high-low here against this zone to try to find an open shot.
Gets it to Tanner Jensen. Tanner will back it out. No hurry. Now he goes on the left side, back to Willardson. Willardson faked a 3-point shot. Down in the corner to Jensen Magleby. His 3-point shot's no good. Matt Griffin the rebound. Matt Griffin puts it up and in. He's fouled, and it counts.
Great offensive rebound there by Griffin. Magleby had the shot on the baseline, was a little long with it. Griffin knew right where it was coming. Great effort.
That's the 4th team foul on Ben Lomond. And Matt now with 3 points as he makes the foul shot. And it's 20-11. Richfield has led by as many as 12. They have never trailed in this game. They did a 7-0 run to start it. And Ben Lomond's been as close as 5. And right now, Richfield up by 9. Ben Lomond with the basketball. And they'll go back underneath to the big guy, Morris. His reverse is up. Oh, what a sweet move by Morris.
That was a good move. One of the first times we've really seen him get the ball on the block. Usually he's been a little bit out of the paint.
6 points for Brendan Morris. 20-13, Richfield with the lead. This game is brought to you in part by Citywide Home Loans. Taking care of any of your mortgage needs. Willardson, 3-point shot. Top of the arch is up, no good. And the long rebound comes down to Brandon Willardson. Over to Matt Griffin, dribbles along the baseline. He's double teamed. Gets it, tries to pass it out. He almost loses it, gets it to Thalman. No, it's taken away by Ben Lomond.
Just took it into traffic there where it's a little too crowded.
Now on the right side, it's Puck with it. Dribble dive, and there'll be a foul called on Richfield. And I believe it's going to be, it's on Matt Griffin. And Ben Lomond will inbound underneath their own basket. 20-13, Richfield up by 7. Ben Lomond with the basketball. Yates with it, top of the arch. Over to Medina on the right side for Ben Lomond. Corden with the dribble. Gets it back over to Morris. Morris wants to shoot it. Dribbles in through the lane. Going to go up the shot, and he banks it up. No good, and the long rebound comes down to Thalman of Richfield. Jackson doing a good job of getting the second tip rebound. And Richfield will take timeout. 1:36 to go here in the first half. It's Richfield 20, Ben Lomond 13. We'll be back.
If you're suffering from any number of month-end financial maladies, such as too much month at the end of the money, or just plain old cabin fever, call Bill Hales at Citywide Home Loans. Bill will cover Citywide's low interest rates, their unique 5% down construction loans, cash out, interest rate reduction, and home improvement loan programs. Be sure to ask about the grant and zero down loan programs for rural residents. That's Citywide Home Loans and Bill Hales at 435-979-2455. 979-2455.
And it's Richfield 20, Ben Lomond 13. 1:36 to go here in the first half. West Valley Center, Mark Peterson, Rick Robinson bringing you 3A action here.
Well, both teams playing hard, Rick. I'm impressed with Ben Lomond. You know, they had an opportunity where they could have maybe hung their head a little bit, but they're fighting hard trying to stay in this game.
Richfield with the basketball. They'll get it into Tanner Jensen, who will walk it over into forecourt. Over to Jensen Magleby on the right side to Willardson. Willardson across court to Tanner Jensen. 3-point shot is up and short off the rim. And the rebound comes down to Ben Lomond. Not a bad look there. Gets it to Medina. And back over to Mendoza. Back out to Corbin. Medina. Dribbles on the right side. And now through the lane, shot is up, and it's no good, and they called a foul. And they called it on Porter Robinson.
I can tell.
What's that?
Sorry, I was just going to say, it looks like Jensen Magleby's putting a little more emphasis. I don't think they want Morris to even touch the ball. They're going to try to deny him as much as they can, because that's who it all goes through with this Ben Lomond team.
And Mendoza makes the foul shot. So Ben Lomond, perfect from the foul line here. They are 6 out of 6 here in the first half. 20-14. Richfield with the lead. And the second one is up and good. So Richfield up by 5. This is as close as Ben Lomond's been since Richfield built the lead 7-0 to start this game. They've been this way one other time, and there's 46 seconds to go. And Richfield's going to back it out near half court. They're in no hurry to shoot the basketball. This game is brought to you in part by Larson's Ace Hardware. They're in Richfield. I know they have a whole bunch of plants, just great supplies for you, building supplies. And Richfield's just waiting for one shot here, Mark.
Yeah, I would expect, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, they'll come up and set a high pick and attack the basket.
15 seconds to go. Over to Willardson, 9 seconds. Now 7. Brandon dribbles down the baseline and gets it to Tanner Jensen. His shot's up. He's fouled with 1.9 seconds to go. Tanner Jensen going the foul line to shoot 2, with Richfield leading 20-15 here in the first half.
Kind of fortunate right there. I think Willardson was going up for the shot. The ball was kind of knocked out, happened to go into Tanner's hands.
Tanner makes the first foul shot. He has 11 points. And now Tanner will get set for the second one. And it's up and good as Tanner makes both foul shots. And now Ben Lomond with it. And from half court, and it won't count. At the end of the first half of play, it's Richfield 22, Ben Lomond 15. We'll take a break and come back with our Southern Utah University halftime show.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Larson's Ace Hardware is your helpful place for end-of-summer savings. It's canning season, and Larson's has a huge inventory of canning supplies at prices that are sure to put a smile on your face. Hey, it's not too early to start thinking about cold weather. Larson's Ace Hardware has you covered whatever the season, including hunting season. Larson's Ace is hardware with an attitude, a helpful attitude. Check it out today at Larson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place in Richfield. Your number one Wildcats fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Briggs Yardley Levin Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Briggs Yardley Levitt Insurance Agency in Salina today at BriggsYardleyLevitt.com.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
Every night's like family night at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. When you want the best burger in town, you'll find it at Herb's Place. Got a birthday or special event? You'll find the facilities at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. If you want arcade games, you'll find them at Jorgensen Bowling Center. If you want a light show and cosmic bowling, hey, you'll find it at Jorgensen Bowling Center. Your family deserves the best. Your family or event is special to Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. 980 South Coveview Road, Richfield.
You want a quality education? How's this? All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities, that equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
And this is the Southern Utah University halftime show. You're listening to Richfield Wildcat basketball action on KSVC 980, home of the Richfield Wildcats. And, of course, Richfield, I just can't say enough for Doug Martin and all they do. Mike Trina bringing basketball action. I know there are 2As being covered throughout the state of Utah on radio, and we appreciate all they do.
What a great thing it is to be able to listen/watch if you're not at the event. Great thing. I know I've been on both ends of it, at home listening to it, and it's great that we have sponsors that will do that as well.
Well, the Richfield could not have asked for a better start to this ball game. They jumped on Ben Lomond 7-0, and it was behind Tanner Jensen, who had the hot hand. He has 12 points here at halftime. And then it was Jensen Magleby guarding Brendan Morris. And Morris, their leading scorer with 58 three-pointers, did not score till the second period. But, boy, he made some impressive moves. He did get 6 points in the second quarter.
He did, and I think, like you said, he was a little surprised. I think he was licking his chops, like you said, when he first saw Magleby guarding him. But he soon found out that Magleby wasn't going to give him much room to operate. but the second quarter showed that he's going to try to get it done.
Well, Richfield was up 14-2. Ben Lomond went on a 7-0 run, cut the lead to 5. Then Richfield built it back to 9, and Ben Lomond cut it back to 5 again. And then Richfield scored 2 foul shots at the end of the half. Ben Lomond is perfect from the foul line. They are 7 for 7 from the foul line in this ball game. If they did not shoot that percentage, they would be further behind.
Oh yeah, you hear that all the time. Free throws are important. Free throws win games. Well, they do. And in this case, the free throws have kept them right in the game.
It's like
7 for 7. You take those 7 away, and this is starting to be a blowout. But they're getting it done at the line.
And Richfield has not been bad. They were 3 for 3 from the foul line in the second period, but in the ball game, they are 5 out of 7. They missed the first 2, and since then they have made theirs. So far it's been a pretty well played game after both teams very nervous to start the ball game, Mark.
I think so. Richfield ended up shooting not the greatest percentage. They're at 38% from the field. That's 2s and 3s. Ben Lomond not shooting very well from the field at 25%.
Well, this halftime is brought to you by Southern Utah University. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living. You experience more at Southern Utah University. Again, our halftime score is Richfield 22, Ben Lomond 15 in this 3A quarterfinal ball game at the Maverick Center in West Valley City. We'll take a break and come back with the start of the second half.
Strength, stability, service, and me. That's what you can count on with Farm Bureau Financial Services. I am Stephen Peterson, your Farm Bureau agent in Richfield, and I am here to help people like you through all stages of life. Call me today to learn more about how I can make it simple to help protect what's most important to you, your family, cars, home, and your future. Farm Bureau makes insurance simple. 896-5669. 896-5669.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, President of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
DP Curtis Trucking has been helping move America for many years. It's a reflection of the drivers, employees, and ownership. DP Curtis is a family-oriented business that gets their drivers home weekly with paid vacation, weekly pay, health and dental insurance, and a 401k plan and more. If you need trucking services or would like to join the DP Curtis family, call 435-896-4417. That's 896-4417.
At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. It's you. While Zions Bank has offices in 10 western states, you are still #1. From checking and savings to business and personal loans, Zions Bank now offers its customers online banking services. Zions Bank is a leader in providing electronic banking services. If you haven't seen what Zions Bank has to offer you, stop in today. Zions Bank in Richfield, 55 West, 100 North, behind the post office.
Basin Machinery takes vertical tillage to the max with the Turbo Max from Great Plains. With its hydraulically adjustable gang angle, the Turbo Max gives you lots of options. In the fall, you can run the machine at an angle to bury more residue. And in the spring, you can run it straight to create an excellent vertically tilled seed bed, all to help you achieve the best yields. Call Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today to see what the Turbo Max can do for you. Mason Machinery in Great Plains. Harvest starts here.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
And you've been listening to the Southern Utah University Halftime Show here. From a freshman to graduate student, SUU education designed to help you experience more education. Halftime, it's Richfield leading Ben Lomond 22-15 in the first 3A boys quarterfinal action here in the Maverick Center in West Valley. And Mark, last year Richfield was in the same situation. They played the first game of the day. They were a number 2 seed playing a heavily favored Snow Canyon team, but Richfield did lead Snow Canyon at halftime a year ago and could not hold on. What does Richfield need to do to win this game?
Well, I think what I've seen from this Richfield team is their second half defense steps up even more. Also, rebounds. We controlled the Richfield controlled the boards the first half, 15, I believe, to 8 or to 9. They've got to go to the glass hard on both ends.
Now Richfield will have the basketballs. We'll start second half action. Again, to our listeners in Sevier County, around the area, Central Utah, hope you're enjoying our broadcast live on KSVC 980. Mark Peterson, Rick Robinson here.
Ryder Ripstein back out on the floor. He had to sit down early. He had 3 of those rebounds, had a couple nice jump hooks, but he had to leave early in the game for fouls.
And Nate Palmer doing our production work. Bill Allred doing our camera work. We start second half action. Ryder Ripstein on the right side of the foul line as Richfield has the ball to start the second half. They get it to Tanner Jensen. Back to Matt Griffith. They're in a man-to-man defense. Matt through the lane. He goes up. He scores, and he's fouled.
Great move by Matt. Went into the lane. Someone had stopped him, didn't know where he was going to go, and decided I better shoot this thing and pulled it off. Looks like he got a finger in the eye. Hopefully he's okay there.
And Matt Griffith now with 5 points and give him 6. And Richfield extends the lead just like that, back up to 10. They have led by as many as 12. Richfield started this game on a 7-0 run. Since then, Ben Lomond's been as close as 5, but never closer. But the Fighting Scots do have the basketball. Medina on the right side, fakes. Goes over to Morris on the right side. Gives it back to Yates. Very athletic team here. Underneath, all alone in the middle, it's Rentmaster, and he puts it up and in. That's his first 2 points. That's the first time he's really been open.
A little bit of a defensive mistake there. They were hedging on a screen, and somebody didn't cover for someone else right in the middle of the paint and got an easy look.
Kane at Rentmeister. Now Ryder Ripstein at the foul line with Richfield leading 25-17. Gets it to Willardson, 3-point shot on the right side. It's good! And that's Brandon Willardson with a 3-point basket. Richfield up by 11 now, and Ben Lomond with the basketball.
Always good to see Tanner and Brandon filling that 3-point jump shot.
And it's Medina underneath, and the reverse shot's up and no good by Yates, and the rebound tipped out by Jensen Magleby. Yates was underneath, tried to reverse, and now Richfield with a chance to get their biggest lead of the ball game. To Ryder Ripstein, he goes down, pump fakes, puts it up, and it won't go. He gets his own rebound. Back out to Tanner Jensen. Left side of the foul line, his shot off the rim, and it won't go. So Richfield with 2 good looks, Ben Lomond with a rebound.
Yeah, Ryder was right down under the basket. Probably should have used the glass on that.
Had a defender on him. Now 3-point shot, long one's up and no good by Corbin Medina. And the rebound down to Tanner Jensen. So Richfield up 28-17. They've outscored Ben Lomond here in the second half by 4 at 6-2. Now Matt Griffin through the lane. He lays it up and in. And Matt Griffin with 5 points here in the third quarter. Richfield up by 13. Go ahead, Mark.
Great penetration there by Matt. He knew where he was going that time and laid it right over the top of the rim.
Now Ben Lomond with the ball. They get it to their big guy, Brendan Morris. Morris dribbles against Magleby on the left side. Gets it back to Medina. Medina through the lane. His reverse is up and no good. Ryder Ripstein with the rebound for Richfield. Quickly to Tanner Jensen. Jensen on the left side. Matt Griffin's 3-point shot. Up and off the rim, no good. And the rebound down to Medina of Ben Lomond. Mark?
Medina seems to be getting into the paint at will. The Cats need to do a little better job at closing off that paint. Fortunately for the Cats, they haven't connected on those layups.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Briggs Yardley Insurance. They're supporting, they'll do your insurance needs, great company. Down the barrel, 3 points out, up by Medina's no good. To rebound down to Brandon Willardson of Richfield. So Richfield up by 13, and they have the basketball. 4:33 to go in the third quarter. First quarterfinal game of the day. The Region 12 champs trying to get a little respect here from the state. They give it to Ryder Ripstein, and Ryder puts it in.
Nice shot by Ryder right in the middle of the paint.
Timeout on the court. Richfield up by 15, 32-17. Ben Lomond has the basketball when we come back.
The health care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live, and you can rest assured that Sevier Valley Medical Center provides our communities with the same high-quality care and advanced technology services you'd receive if you drove to the city. From full-time specialty services such as ENT, orthopedics, podiatry, and internal medicine to a wide range of outpatient services, including imaging, respiratory therapy, and dialysis. High-quality health care with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sevier Valley Medical Center, healing for life.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Richfield has outscored Ben Lomond 9-2 to start the third quarter here in the Maverick Center, as Richfield extended their lead 32-17. And my heavens, what a great start to the second half for this Wildcat team.
And that's what they needed. And what I especially like is how hard we continue to go get the rebounds. I think the entire first half, Ben Lomond only had 2 offensive rebounds. So we're doing a good job boxing out, and we're getting some offensive rebounds of our own.
Number 4, Adrian Perez checks into the ball game for Ben Lomond. Perez with the top of the arch. Goes over on the right side to Yates. Yates stops at the foul line. Man-to-man defense has really given this Ben Lomond team a lot of struggles here.
Just trying to run that weave at the top, trying to get to the paint.
And now a holding foul will be called on Brandon Willardson. And honestly, I wish I could tell you how many did Brandon have at halftime. Let's show the fouls. Ben Lomond will inbound it. We'll have to take a look. They don't show it up. Matthew almost steals it, but picked up by Perez. Through the lane, his runner's up, no good. And the long rebound is chased down by Matt Griffith in the corner. Just pure hustle and desire there by Matt Griffith.
Willardson had 1 foul in the first half.
So Willardson with 2 fouls. Tanner Jensen with it, top of the arch. 3:38 to go in the third quarter. Richfield up by 15. They give it to Jensen Magleby on the right arch. To Ryder Ripstein on the foul line. Has it knocked out of his hands, but picked up. Gives to Tanner Jensen. Over to Brandon Willardson on the right arch. Dribbles in the lane as Ryan's up and good! He weaves his way between a couple defenders and lays it in.
Ben Lomond's gone back to man-to-man, and it just seems like that works out better for Richfield.
34-17. Richfield with their large lead of the game. They've never trailed in this game. And now Perez spins around on the left side. Shot is up and off the rim and no good by Yates. And a rebound down to Ryder Ripstein of Richfield. Quarterfinal action. The winner of this will play at 5:50 tomorrow night in the semifinals of 3A boys basketball. Richfield trying to get there. Underneath. They give it to Ryder Ripstein. Out to Jensen Magleby to Tanner Jensen. 3-point shot from the left baseline. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Perez of Ben Lomond, but credit Brendan Morris with a tip.
Even though that shot didn't go, that was great passing right there. Inside out, then an extra pass. The shot just didn't fall.
Adrian Perez has a shot blocked by Tanner Jensen. It comes down to him and he says, oh, I'll put it up and in. And Perez hits a big shot for Ben Lomond. Game is brought to you in part by Barney Trucking. They can take care of your trucking needs, always supporting the area. 34-19, Richfield up by 15, and they have the basketball. Go to Tanner Jensen on the left arch. Ryder Ripstein On the right side to Matt Griffith. Griffith behind the arch. Goes underneath to Tanner Jensen. Back to Brandon Willerson, top of the arch. Richfield, no hurry here.
No, they're being patient with it, running their sets. If it doesn't work, they get into another one.
Now Matt tries to throw it to Ryder Ripstein, taken away by Morris. Morris goes up the shot. He's fouled. It counts.
I think we kind of jinxed them right there. As soon as we said that, they threw the ball away.
And Morris with 8 points, and they have been a hard 8 points. That time a breakaway, but he just still had a defender on him.
He just got his hand in the passing lane up at the top of the key, took it all the way down, laid it up.
And Morris's foul shot's up and good. So give Morris 9 points, and Richfield's 17-point lead is down to 12 as Ben Lomond on a 5-0 run, 34-22. With a minute 27 to go in the third quarter here. Tanner Jensen, top of the arch, goes to Ryder Ripstein on the left side. Back to Jensen. Magleby fakes a three-point shot, gets it to Matt Griffith on the left side. To Willardson on the right side of the foul line. His shot's up and no good. And a rebound down to Ben Lomond.
Had a good look. Brandon came off a curl screen and had a good shot, but just didn't go in.
Now Yates through the lane, tried to pass it, taken away by Tanner Jensen, and Richfield's length of Tanner Jensen really with a pretty steal there.
Cats being patient again, trying to set something up here.
45 seconds to go. Matt Griffith with it for Richfield. Here in the third quarter. Richfield leading 34-22. In no hurry here. Out near half court, Tanner Jensen. 5-second went away, 24 seconds to go. This game is brought to you in part by Jorgensen Lanes. Of course, they take care of your party needs. Skeeter, they have a new air hockey table. Now a book foul is going to be called on Adrian Perez. He just used his forearm and bumped him.
Yeah, Tanner just trying to use a little clock and sped up a little bit and just had a little bump there.
13.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. They get it back into Tanner Jensen in the backcourt. Tanner crosses into forecourt. 8 seconds to go. Jensen Magleby, three-point shot up from the left baseline. It's up and no good. Morris with the rebound with 3 seconds. 1 second to go from three-quarter court. It would count and it's no good. 3 quarters are in the book. Richfield still enjoying a lead of 34-22 over Ben Lomond. We'll be back.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Often the air inside your home is actually dirtier than the air outside. That's because your air ducts are full of dust, allergens, molds, mites, and sometimes even rodents. These allergens are constantly recirculated throughout your home. Riverstone contractors can clean the air ducts, making your system run at least 10% more efficient and often clearing the air. Riverstone contractors can also conduct a CO test on the heating system, making sure it's safe for use this winter. Riverstone Contractors, 896-6264.
20 teams play 3A basketball. We're in the final 8. One of these two teams will advance to the final 4. And that game's tomorrow night. 1 quarter left to play here. Ben Lomond will have the basketball as we start fourth quarter action.
Ben Lomond gonna fight all they can right here at the beginning of this fourth quarter. Try to close the gap.
Richfield is led by as many as 17 right now. They lead by 12 in a spin, and shots up and good by Adrian Perez.
That was a nice move. Nice spin move to get to the paint. Nice little floater jump shot.
Ben Lomond on a 7-0 run. That's their second 7-0 run in this ball game. And they've cut the Richfield lead down to 10. Underneath to Willardson. Willardson spins against Morris, and Morris fouls him. Brandon Willardson going the foul line to shoot 2 for Richfield with the Cats up by 10. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Andy's Market in Monroe strives to provide their customers with the convenience of one-stop shopping. Not only do they have great prices and selection on all grocery items, but they also feature a bookstore, bakery, and grill. And now Andy's Market has added a pharmacy. There is no longer a need to travel for over-the-counter or prescription medications. Just stop by Aspen Ridge Pharmacy, now open inside Andy's Market. So much more than a grocery store, and now including a pharmacy.
Brandon Willardson calmly sinks both foul shots. He now has 10 points. Richfield up by 12. Ben Lomond with the basketball. They'll get it to Adrian Perez. Perez did not even play in the first half, Mark.
Yeah, that surprises me. He's a good ball handler. He gets the ball to the paint.
He made their last shot. Now puck along the baseline. Want to stuff it. It's blocked from behind. It comes down to Jaden Yates of Ben Lomond.
That was a great block by Willardson, high off the glass.
They get it to Morris. Brendan being guarded by Jensen Magleby. Puts it back out. Little hippy hop by Yates along the left baseline, and it's blocked. And Yates is fouled by Willardson. And Yates will go to the foul line to shoot two. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
If you're suffering from any number of month-end financial maladies, such as too much month at the end of the money, or just plain old cabin fever, call Bill Hales at Citywide Home Loans. Bill will cover Citywide's low interest rates, their unique 5% down construction loans, cash out, interest rate reduction, and home improvement loan programs. Be sure to ask about the grant and zero down loan programs for rural residents. That's Citywide Home Loans and Bill Hales at 435-979-2455. 979-2455.
Jaden Yates makes the first, misses the second, so Richfield up by 11. 36-25, 6:37 to go in the ball game. And Matt Griffin on the left side. Goes to Willardson underneath to Ryder Ripstein. Ryder's little hook shot is up and good! And Ryder Ripstein with 8 points. He has played a terrific game in the middle here.
And that was nice to see. Like I said, we haven't seen that since the first quarter. Getting the ball down low to Ryder and letting him do his thing.
Richfield up 38-25. Morris wanted to shoot it. Gets it over to Mendoza. Mendoza through the lane. It's up, no good. And the rebound down to Ben Lomond. Shots up and no good. Willardson backed away, picked up by Morris. Ben Lomond had an easy lay-in, but they missed it. And they'll big it back to Jaden Yates. And the frustration, you can just feel it. They've had some good looks there and couldn't get it to go. Now they get it back underneath to Yates. Yates being guarded by Matt Griffin outside the baseline. Almost thrown away by this Ben Lomond team. Now a runner on the right side, and Perez just wildly throws it up. That's maybe the toughest shot they've shot today.
Yeah, that didn't look very good.
And it's brought down by Richfield. So the Cats up by 15 with 5:28 to go here. By 13. I think I said 15. Tanner Jensen over to Willardson. Open, three-point shot on the right side, short off the rim. And the rebound down to Adrian Perez of Ben Lomond. Perez goes over to Jaden Yates. Yates on the left arch. Trying to go underneath Morris. He gets it into Morris, and Morris is fouled. He'll shoot 2 foul shots with Richfield leading 38-25. Morris from Ben Lomond shooting 2. We'll be back.
Larson's Ace Hardware is your helpful place for end-of-summer savings. It's canning season, and Larson's has a huge inventory of canning supplies at prices that are sure to put a smile on your face. Hey, it's not too early to start thinking about cold weather. Larson's Ace Hardware has you covered whatever the season, including hunting season. Larson's Ace is hardware with an attitude, a helpful attitude. Check it out today at Larson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place in Richfield.
Morris makes the first foul shot. Eyes the second one, and it's also good. So Morris now with 10 points. Richfield leading 38-27 and even 5 minutes away from the conclusion of this game. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Your #1 Wildcats fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Briggs Yardley Levin Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Briggs Yardley Levitt Insurance Agency in Salina today at BriggsYardleyLevitt.com.
Mark Peterson and Rick Robinson here in the Maverick Center. West Valley, Richfield leading Ben Lomond 38-27, and they have the basketball.
5 minutes to go, Rick. I kind of expected Ben Lomond to maybe put a little pressure here on the ball, but it looks like they might be setting up a half-court trap maybe. Try to get something happening.
Well, Ben Lomond coming out, and looks like they're going to pick him up tighter man-to-man. Unlike you, it looked like they were going to trap him, and they are. The trap, Matt Griffith is trapped out near half court. Gets it to Willardson. Willardson loses control, but does pick it up. And now they'll call traveling on Richfield. And Richfield wanted a bumping foul. They're bumping out there, but the officials have really let them play this game.
Yeah, they have. That was right in front of Coach Janes, and he thought that Willardson was kind of bumped.
Now, Yates, three-point shot is up and good. Jaden Yates with his first three-point basket, and it's a 38-30 lead. Richfield's 17-point lead is down to 8.
They have to take care of the ball here.
4:16 to go in the ball game. Now, again, half-court pressure being put on. Richfield's way out near half court.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful. They're trapping pretty hard in those corners.
Willardson dribbles down the baseline. He goes up the shot. He floats it in, and it's good.
Cats did just what they needed to do there. Got the ball on the baseline and attacked.
12 points for Willardson. This game is brought to you by Steve Peterson, Farm Bureau Insurance. He'll take care of your insurance needs. Richfield leading 40-30, 3:40 to go, and a steal by Richfield. Boy, you can tell that last basket really settled this Richfield team down a little bit.
Yeah, they needed that one.
Now, again, Ben Lomond showing half-court pressure, very similar to the X that South Sevier runs, if you're familiar with that. Willardson on the left side. Goes across court to Ryder Ripstein on the right side of the foul line. Back out to Tanner Jensen. 3:14 to go.
Cats are doing a great job taking care of the ball right here.
And now pass is kicked by Ben Lomond. It'll be in for Richfield. 40-30. Richfield leading this first 3A quarterfinal boys game here. Maverick Center trying to get a date tomorrow night at 5:50 against the winner of Pineview and Uinta. They play right after this one. And now pass is deflected into the backcourt, picked up by Matt Griffin of Richfield. Richfield very fortunate not to get a turnover there.
Yeah, Ben Lomond's working hard at the top of this trap.
Tanner Jensen over to Matt Griffith on the right side. To Jensen Magleby. Magleby, terrific day. Garden Morris defensively. Jensen Magleby gets it back to Tanner Jensen to Matt Griffith. And a foul will be called on Ben Lomond. 2:25 to go in the ball game. 40-30, Richfield with the lead. Richfield has the basketball. Ben Lomond has taken a 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
You're listening to Richfield Wildcat basketball on KSVC 980 in Central Utah, the sports leader. And Mark Peterson, Rick Robinson bringing you this action.
Ben Lomond using a lot of energy in that half-court trap, trying to make something happen.
Richfield gets it into Brandon Willardson in the forecourt. Willardson trapped, and now Willardson is fouled.
And I'm not sure how many team fouls there are.
Trying to look, I think that's 5
okay,
on Ben Lomond.
5 up there.
Again, it's one of the disadvantages is it's not well marked for fouls. But very nice facility here.
Yeah. Cats doing a good job moving the ball.
2:10 to go. Cross court to Willardson. Willardson goes up and lays it up and in. And they call a late whistle, and they take the basket away. Oh, the player went underneath. He caught it in the air, and the player fell down, and they called a charge.
Yeah, I'm not going to say much there, except probably the wrong call.
Now, Morris' three-point shot is up and short off the rim. And a rebound down to Matt Griffith of Richfield. So Richfield retains a 40-30 lead with 1:53 to go in the ball game. Jensen Magleby to Ryder Ripstein. And now Ryder is hit from behind. That foul will be on Jaden Yates.
One more foul, then they'll be shooting free throws.
And Richfield does get it into Willardson. Willardson with a dribble. Over to Matt Griffin. I mean, to Jensen. I said Matt Griffin.
Over Magleby.
Jensen Magleby, appreciate that. And Magleby is fouled. He'll go to the foul line and shoot 1-1. Magleby has not scored in this ball game, but he has played a terrific game. His defense has been a factor.
Richfield's only missed 2 free throws on the night. Ben Lomond's only missed 1.
And Magleby's foul shot's up and no good. And it's out of bounds off Ben Lomond. It'll be in for Richfield. The missed foul shot was off Ben Lomond. Richfield will inbound at 30. Richfield with a 10-point lead. 1:37 to go in the ball game. Richfield gets it into Willardson on the right side. Out to Matt Griffin. Matt Griffin hit from behind, and now they'll call a foul on Medina. And going to the foul line to shoot 1-1 will be Tanner Jensen. And Tanner with 12 points. All 12 of them came in the first half. He really set the pace for this Richfield team. And Tanner's foul shot's up and no good. Richfield has missed 2 front end and 1-on-1s. Quickly, back the other way. Puck loses it, picked up by Willardson of Richfield. And a foul in the backcourt. Brandon Willardson will get his shot at a 1-on-1. Can Richfield make a 1-on-1?
They could definitely have put it away a few seconds ago.
They missed 5 of them in Mount Pleasant against North Sampy. 5 front end and 1-on-1s. There's only 6 possible.
Little scary when you miss those and they come down and have an attempt.
Willardson's foul shot's up and good. He hits the front end, the 1-on-1. Willardson with 13 points now. He's the leading scorer for Richfield. He passes Tanner Jensen, who has 12. We will have a quick postgame show. We do have some awards to give away. And foul shots up and good by Willardson. So Richfield up by 12, 42-30. And we have our Andy's Marketplace player of the game, Jorgensen Lane's player of the game. Now, through the lane, Puck with it. Fakes, goes up the left-handed shot, and he'll go to the foul line to shoot 2. Delang, Puck, shooting 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
Every night's like family night at Jorgensen Bowling Center in Herb's Place. When you want the best burger in town, you'll find it at Herb's Place. Got a birthday or special event? You'll find the facilities at Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. If you want arcade games, you'll find them at Jorgensen Bowling Center. If you want a light show and cosmic bowling, hey, you'll find it at Jorgensen Bowling Center. Your family deserves the best. Your family or event is special to Jorgensen Bowling Center and Herb's Place. 980 South Coveview Road, Richfield.
And DeLange misses both foul shots. Brandon Willardson with the rebound for Richfield. And then he is mugged in the backcourt. He was just mugged from behind. An easy call there.
Yeah. 12-point lead for the Cats with 1:09 to go.
And at the foul line, Brandon Willardson, I believe that's going to be the 10th foul. He'll be shooting 2. And foul shots up and good. There are no consolation games in 3A. Unlike 2A, if you lose, you do go to a consolation bracket. You can't win the championship, but you still play. In 3A, you lose, you're done. And Ryan Ormond, number 34, checks into the ball game for Ben Lomond as Brandon makes both foul shots. And Brandon having a nice game now. Foul will be called on Ryder Ripstein. 44-30, Richfield with the lead. We're just going to stay here. We're not going to take any more foul shot breaks. Richfield with 1:02 away from a semifinal game if they can hold on to a 14-point lead. Foul shot's up and good by Jaden Yates.
You know, this Ben Lomond team, I'm impressed there's no quit in them. They played hard all game. Good, hard playing team.
And second foul shot's also good. So Richfield up by 12 at 44-32.
Full court pressure here by Ben Lomond.
And in the backcourt, Willardson is fouled again. And Brandon, you certainly don't mind him going to the foul line. He now in this fourth quarter is 6 for 6 from the foul line. He has 16 points, a chance to add to it. And Richfield, 1 minute away from a semifinal matchup, being qualified to go into that if they can hold on to the 12-point lead here. And a foul shot's up and good.
Those free throws are smooth as silk for Willardson. Great shooter.
17 points for Brandon Willardson, the 3-year starter. And now he has 18 points. 8 for 8 from the foul line here in the fourth quarter for Brandon Willardson. Now 3-point shot by Medina's up and good, no good. Medina averaging 11 points a game. He's hit 31 three-pointers on the season, has not scored in this ball game. He is frustrated.
Yeah, I think several of them are. I believe Ben Lomond just hit 1 3 in the game.
Now comes into Orman, almost loses it. Ben Lomond with 43 seconds to go and taken away by Matt Griffith. And Griffith is fouled in the backcourt. And Richfield with a 14-point lead at 42 seconds to go. Clearly in control of this ball game.
Just impressed, Rick, with, like we talked about in the pregame, the defense of the Richfield Wildcats. Offensively, I wouldn't say it's their best game, but defensively, that's one thing we always say is defense travels with you no matter where you go. Sometimes you're not going to shoot the ball as good as you do at home, but defensively you can always play well.
And you get this level, any win is a terrific win.
Oh, yeah.
As Matt Griffin misses a foul shot here. Matt Griffin, who's been so stellar from the foul line, is 2 out of 5 in this game.
I guess he just traded places with Willardson this game. Told Brandon to make them all.
Yeah, he does make that one. 9 points for Matt Griffin. Richfield leading 47-32. We'll have a short postgame show. Hope you've enjoyed this on KSVC 980. Morris' shot is off the rim. No good, and Morris is fouled. And
Morris, you can tell, great player. But I'll tell you what, Magleby Jensen's played some great defense on him tonight.
Morris
this morning, I should say.
Has hit 50, what did we say, 58, I think I've been saying.
58 threes.
58 threes, and he's at the foul line. He has not made a three-point basket in this game. He does make the foul shot.
6'5", great shooter. I'm not going to guess at Jensen's height, but I know it's not close to that.
6 for 6 from the foul line for Brendan Morris, averaging nearly 18 points a game. And this will give him 12 points. Ben Lomond down 47-34. 33 seconds to go. Richfield will throw the baseball pass down to Matt Griffin. And Griffin backs it out wisely. And Griffin is fouled, and he'll go to the foul line to shoot 2.
28 seconds to go.
We'll have a very short Sunrise Engineering postgame show. I want to thank all our sponsors. Let me go through those quickly while we have a chance here. It's D.P. Curtis Trucking, Zions Bank in Richfield, Mason Machinery, Sevier Valley Hospital, as Matt Griffin makes the first foul shot. Also, Centricom, Channel 10, Jones & Mill Engineering, Riverstone Contractors, Andy's Market. Second foul shot's no good. We'll pick up the others here.
Cats up by 14.
Now at the foul line, shots up by Morrison, good. 48-36, 16 seconds to go. Jensen Mag will be out of bounds. Now throws it down to Tanner Jensen, and Jensen is fouled. Game is also brought to you in part by Jones & Mill Engineering, Riverstone Contractors, Andy's Market, Citywide Home Loans, Larson Days Hardware, Briggs Yardley Insurance, Barney Trucking, Jorgensen Lanes, Farm Bureau Insurance, State Bank of Southern Utah. State Bank does a terrific job. I've got to give them credit. Dean, Woodbury, they're all great friends. They do a great job there at State Bank.
Coach Jane substituting some of his varsity starters out.
give him a hand with 10 seconds to go. And Richfield up 48-36. And the shot's up and good by Tanner Jensen. Tanner made what, 1 of 2?
Yeah.
10 seconds to go, 49-36. Richfield's headed to the semifinal tomorrow night at 5:50 here in the Maverick Center. Shots up, no good. And it's all over. Richfield 49, Ben Lomond 36. The Cats are in the semifinals tomorrow night against the winner of Pineview, Uinta. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with post-game awards here on the Sunrise Engineering post-game show.